And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, continuing my coverage of last night's I'm talking about big extravaganza from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm. I'm talking about the huge load they dropped on all of us. Early Christmas present for a lot of people, and of course, Hanukkah as well. And by the way, anybody who celebrates Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah to you if you celebrate it. So, good present for there from Disney. Whew! I'm talking about, like, they dropped a lot of stuff. I did videos last night on reactions to Loki, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. If you want to check that out, just click on my YouTube channel and you'll see the videos there. You can go check those videos out. Me reacting to all those. The new Star Wars shows that they showed, like little sneak peeks. Very cool stuff. But they also announced, like, just straight up Disney films. So we all know right now we are in the midst of Disney live action universe, if you want to call it that. You know, where they take their favorite beloved characters and transition them to live action, minus Lion King, even though that was CG live action, whatever you want to call it. But still was a huge profit, and they're gonna continue that. And also, they also announced a lot of stuff with Pixar as well. And we all know how great Pixar is. You know, Pixar, it's like the gold, it's like the standard bar now for what animated movies are supposed to be now. So I'm gonna read off a bunch of movies that they actually announced and give you my thoughts on it. So the first movie from Disney that they announced was, there's no particular order, but this is the order I put it on my list because I'm, you know, kind of excited for it. They talked about Cruella DeVille with Emma Stone, which is gonna be like a 80s punk rock feel of how she becomes who she is, the most influential fashion designer and most evil person in the planet. You know, so I'm super excited about that. The only thing they didn't show was a trailer. I guess maybe the people who actually got to see the live stream or whatever this was got to see a trailer. So if there's a trailer out there and, you know, it's not for the public yet, a little disappointed in that, but I would love to see Emma Stone as Cruella DeVille. I can't wait to see that movie because I think she's a phenomenal actress, and she playing Cruella, you know that's going to be scary, and you know that's probably going to set up her eventually becoming Cruella DeVille 101 Dalmatians movie down the works. So that's awesome. I can't wait for that. That actually is going to be on Disney Plus next year. A little bummer, but yeah, but you know our situation now, so I'm okay with that. Any Emma Stone movie, I will watch anything with her. So anyway, the next movie they announced. Let me just get my list here. Let's see. Let me just start with the Disney ones. This is much easier. For a while we knew about Pinocchio. Pinocchio, if you guys know the story, little wooden puppet comes to life, and then he wants to become a real boy, but he has to go through trials. Things happen. Yeah. I watched Pinocchio as a kid growing up, and gotta be honest, creeped the hell out of me. I watch it now. It's still fun, sweet little movie. Still some creepy moments in it too. You know, the whale and the fact that he goes to an island where he becomes a donkey after being bad. It was anyway. They're doing a live action version of Pinocchio. Actually, there's an actual live action Pinocchio coming out this year, but it's not Disney. I think it's based on the book, and it's a French version, so that's cool. I saw the trailer for that. Not bad. Creepy looking puppet, but still, what can you do? But this is the Disney version. This is gonna have Geppetto in it. Geppetto will be played by Tom Hanks, so I think that's pretty dang special because Tom Hanks is like America's national treasure, you know, Hollywood's national treasure, and he can do anything. You know, if you guys seen him as Mr. Rogers, yeah. So Pinocchio's coming out, so that sounds like it's gonna be fun. I forgot who they say. I don't know if they mentioned a director, but I'm pretty sure they got one in the works. Maybe I just missed it when they announced it, but yeah, Pinocchio's coming out. Another one that they announced, which is like no brainer for all of us to think that they're gonna make it, Little Mermaid. Now we all know Little Mermaid was in the works for a while. They got the actress. I forgot her name, but they got her. A little bit of a controversy, big deal. I think she's gonna be fine in it. They also announced a lot of other people in the list. I should have wrote it down, but I apologize for that. I know for a fact Melissa McCarthy is a part of it, which could indicate that she's going to be Ursula. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe they won't even use Ursula. Who knows? But if she's Ursula, that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, Little Mermaid makes sense. Makes sense. Little Mermaid. I feel like Ariel's like the fourth member of the Disney Trinity team. In my opinion, the Disney Trinity female princesses is Belle, Cinderella, and then for some weird reason it's Snow White. But in my opinion, I would put Ariel over Snow White. But that's just me. I never was a fan of Snow White. Anyway, so they're making Little Mermaid. No big brainer there. That's gonna come out sometime in 2021, 2022. No really release date for that. Let's see that, and of course another one that they kind of just dropped out, which I didn't even expect them to do. Another one, they didn't even mention if this is a sequel now. They just said it's a new one coming out. I think they said it was a prequel, but who knows how they're gonna ship it out. There's a new Lion King movie coming out as well. I don't know if Jon Favreau's back. Maybe they announced him and I just missed it. But they said there's a new Lion King movie or maybe a Disney Plus show coming out that's connected to the movie. Not sure. They just said there's a new one coming out. So, I mean, obviously they're going to eventually do Lion King 2 down the road. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But the new Lion King's coming out as well. This one, I'm not surprised that this is actually coming out too. They also announced Peter Pan and Wendy. Now, Peter Pan, we all know the story of Peter Pan. Boy, he doesn't grow up. Magical land, fights Captain Hook. They did announce Captain Hook is going to be played by Jude Law, which I think that's awesome casting because Jude Law is a great actor and he can do anything. So I'm very excited to see him as Captain Hook and his portrayal of Captain Hook and what he's going to bring to that character. No idea who they got for Peter Pan. Maybe they did announce it, I just missed it. And I forgot who they got for Wendy. But I'm not sure if it's a voice or they actually gonna have like CGI her to be small. I'm not sure. But Peter Pan and Wendy sounds sure, Peter Pan, I mean, I think we've seen about 1 billion Peter Pan versions throughout the years, but it's Disney's child that they need to show to the world. So okay, sure. I mean, the last Peter Pan movie, which was just called Pan, that was atrocious. We don't talk about that. I mean, Hugh Jackman, he was okay as Hook, but go figure. If you liked it, cool. But I'm hoping that this one is gonna be the actual Peter Pan story that we want to see. I mean, the best Peter Pan story we ever got from Disney was Hook. Yeah, that movie. If you've never seen Hook, watch that movie. But yeah, so Peter Pan's coming out. We got Pinocchio. They also show some footage from Raya and the Last Dragon, which looks amazing. There's actually a trailer that's on YouTube right now. You can go check that out. And then, of course, they talked about some Pixar stuff. We all know about Soul. Soul's coming out. If you've not seen the trailer for that, highly recommend you check that out. That looks amazing. Jimmy Fox, he plays a jazz musician. And then I would assume he dies. And he becomes a soul, and he's just rocking, playing jazz. Hey, that's under my wheelhouse. I like jazz music. I think that's awesome stuff, and the animation looks ridiculously awesome. Pixar also announced 2 movies, 2 brand new films apparently coming out. One called Turning Red, about a little girl who could turn into a giant cat, red cat. I don't know. Sounds interesting, I guess. No idea. They showed a little. Little clip of the girl. Okay, the animation looks okay, but we have to wait and see. We don't know. We just don't know. There's another one that they announced. Oh yeah, Luca. Luca is this new movie that I guess is about a boy and his friend in Italy. That sounds cool. So I guess they're branching out. So that's awesome. Little kids from Italy can watch this movie. So the animation on that looks crazy good. So, not a lot of information for that, but that looks interesting. I would assume 2022, 21, end of the year release date. Who knows? Raya is coming out next year. We all know that. Soul comes out Christmas Day on Disney Plus. It was supposed to come out in November in theaters, but our current situation, of course, not makes sense. They didn't mention a release date for that Turning Red thing. And the last Pixar movie I have here on my list that I wrote, and there might be more, I'm not sure. But if there is more, I'll look it up and maybe I'll do another video. But which I'm surprised that they actually put this one, and it's for kind of a, how can I put this, Toy Story prequel in a way, called Lightyear. Yeah, apparently what they say that they describe this is that this is going to be the story of the actor, the person who Buzz Lightyear is inspired by. Like Buzz Lightyear, we all know is a space ranger, but where did that idea come from? Apparently, we're gonna find out that there was a Lightyear. Maybe he's a TV character. Maybe he's a movie character, and we're gonna get the inspiration about him and how they built, the Buzz toys and all that stuff. So that sounds interesting. They got Captain America himself, Chris Evans, to do the voice. I'm a little, a little weird out a little bit that they didn't ask Tim Allen to come back to do the voice, but what can you do? But this sounds pretty interesting. It's Pixar. They know Toy Story, so this could be special. Who knows? And maybe if this works, maybe we'll get a version of Woody. Where did Woody come from? I mean, we know about Woody's Roundup, but can you imagine they do like a movie about Woody? When he was in that TV show, he's a character there. Maybe to do something like that with Woody one day. Who knows? But if this works out, but I trust Pixar. They know what they're doing. So yeah, Lightyear could be an Oscar contender for all we know. Who knows? But they all sound amazing. The one movie I'm really looking forward to, it's Soul. Soul to me looks amazing. Not only because it has diverse characters in it, it just has this rich history. Not only of that, but it's also, I guess, showing what music is. Because let's face the facts, some people would assume jazz is not much of a music anymore, but jazz is still alive. We got to keep jazz alive. Jazz is just awesome. If you never listen to jazz, you should just listen to it. It's actually kind of soothing. It's great stuff, But yeah. If I had to pick something from the new stuff, the Lightyear. I love Buzz Lightyear, so who knows? Anything could be possible. And of course, for Disney, the most I'm looking forward to is Cruella, because honestly, that's coming out more closer. And Pinocchio, we all know about Pinocchio's story, so it's not much of anything they can change there unless they don't put Jiminy Cricket in it. But who knows? And I'm also curious about Peter Pan and Wendy, how they're gonna do that one. Yes, we know the story of that. We know how that happens. We know how that ends. But they can change things in that, no problem. Pinocchio, I don't see them changing too much unless they don't include Jimmy the Cricket, which would be a big mistake, and also the Blue Fairy. So, but who knows? Who knows? We have to wait and see. Ryan the Last Dragon looks amazing. I'm definitely want to see that. Yeah, Disney and Pixar got some good stuff coming out. They also, and of course, Little Mermaid. We all know how that's gonna turn out. The Lion King, who knows? If that's a prequel, maybe it's about Mufasa and Scar growing up. Maybe, I don't know. If it's not a sequel, if it's not a prequel, it's definitely the sequel where Simba has Kiara, his daughter. So we know that story. So there's that. They also announced, I think, I forgot to write it down, but I know they announced a new, I guess, like a prequel series of Beauty and the Beast with Gaston LeFou, and Luke Evans is coming back, and so is and Josh Gad are coming back to play those characters. That was what I heard from what they were talking about when I read the list. So that sounds cool. I love Beauty and the Beast, so yeah, bringing back Gaston, sure. Why not? They also announced a Baymax show, which is Baymax is from Big Hero 6. He's gonna get a Disney Plus show. We're gonna get a Moana show, which comes out 2022, 2023, I believe. Zootopia, they're going back into Zootopia. And they also announced something else. They announced a whole bunch of other Disney projects, like a new Mighty Ducks movies, Disney Plus show, Turner and Hooch, I believe. I'm not sure if Tom Hanks will be involved with that. They also announced Chip and Dale. I think that's going to be like a live-action hybrid movie. What else did they announce? They announced one more thing. I just cannot remember what it was. But yeah, all these sound really amazing. And Disney, you know, they got some good stuff coming out in the next couple of years. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this. And what are you guys looking forward to the most? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much and have a good day.